Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Roadrunners will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's going for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulls.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. it's Henry. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's McCown. Looking down the middle. Connection to the right. Slips a tackle and he's got room. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line. And
Oh, hell no.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
With the run on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Off the play fake on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Hiding for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next one?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 25, and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Might be changing the route. Brown wants to pass. Quickly complete.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. He rifles one deep to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And the Bulls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Grab behind the line. It's Isaac. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Isaac. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Brown will throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Toss to the outside. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds some fresh air. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Jumps on it, and they get that turnover. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He might want another play. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Brown wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Nimrod. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep...
Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll go right back to the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Here's the pressure. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Roadrunners are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Might be looking to run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Henry. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Might be calling a hot route. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Roadrunners. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds some room. Touchdown, South Florida. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pulls it in. It's Henry. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Who knows? Maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Who knows? Maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they've regained the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff time, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big force fumble, big momentum play created.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough.
Touchdown, USA! And that one will give them the lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Turns it on in midfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. And you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Roadrunners are rolling down the field. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Crosses the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play in this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. He's in open space downfield. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up in the 26 with the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. But jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And it's It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Let's see what they've got on second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll send the back in motion. Brown will throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The lone back's got it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they're...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab deep. Flying out to the left. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's McCown. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Now sliding to his left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's McCown. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
trying to cap this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to buy time. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, South Florida. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very...
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. Hard-hitting tackle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Still running at the 40. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to throw, it's McCown. He's going to fire deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, UTSA. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
48, UTSA, 46.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Oh, they're after him. The throw. That's caught. It's Nimrod. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Try to get it to the edge. Creates a little space. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Roadrunner. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Set to kick it away.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the play?